Is there something that you want to elaborate on, or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And
to him, he's a great fighter. And a great fighter always has an ego. And just like him, he has an ego. You know, and Roy was a great fighter. Roy probably would have been one of the greatest fighters ever if he never went up to heavyweight and come back down. But he did. And so you can't, and one thing about boxing is this, you don't just talk about your great fights. You gotta talk about every...
If you let him move around and do what he want to do, he gonna beat you. Because he's very explosive and he's very mean.
I was gonna say mean.
To me, people don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as nearly as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off on him?
Right.
Sugar is a dog. Just because his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Sugar is a dog. People don't give him enough credit for that. You gotta think, just sitting around.
Floyd didn't have, he didn't have the meanness and toughness to beat Sugar Leonard. And of course, after he said that, then Floyd pumped.
We stood for two different things. He was a social media blowout. He blew it away. And that fit his character because he could do it, and do things the way he did it. He was smarter. I wanted to play King of the Hill. He didn't care to play King of the Hill. He wanted to play King of the... I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game. But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is because look how much...
You already know. Ellie, what's the deal? Mayweather, who wins? Mayweather versus Roy Jones? Ooh, Roy Jones. Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? Ellie, man, thank you for that video. You the champ. Let's go, champ.
I know y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked. Because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready. Wide open. Ready to go.
Boxing fans, things just got serious. Roy Jones Jr. has responded to Floyd Mayweather Sr. after the elder Mayweather said Roy would be an easy fight for his son. Floyd Sr. claimed Roy is too old, too slow, and not in shape anymore to fight Mayweather Jr., but Roy isn't staying silent. On social media, he said, "If someone's sending me a message, I got it. If you think you're better than me, I'm right here. Call me." This beef has been growing for years. Roy has often criticized Floyd Jr. for playing it safe and not taking tough fights.
Could it be that Floyd didn't have an equal?
He did. He did.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait, stop. What's the guy named in the wheelchair right now?
Paul Williams.
He could have fought him.
I don't think he would have beat.
I ain't say that. I say he could have fought him though.
He didn't.
And you don't think? Hey, in my opinion, the only person that really had a chance in his weight class back then was Amir Khan. He wasn't touching Amir Khan. At the time Amir had too good a feet. He wasn't fighting Amir Khan.
Amir was calling him out for years.
He wasn't fighting Amir Khan. Amir Khan had too good a feet. I already know.
What do you think about Roy and Floyd going back and forth? I just talked to Floyd was really worked up. Roy was really worked up about it. What do you think, Andre?
They
fighters, man.
Okay, we're going this way.
They fighters.
Isn't that the biggest fight in boxing today? Like, if that would have really happened, you think it could happen?
Watch out, Andre can still throw hands now. Don't mess with them like that.
They fighters, bro.
Roy say
favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career.
Jones explains why Floyd and he were so different.
We stood for two different things. He was a social media blowout. He blew it away. And that fit his character because he could do it. And do things the way he did it. He was smarter. I wanted to play King of the Hill. He didn't care to play king. He wanted to play king.
I think he's a nice guy.
Floyd Mayweather added in Roy Jones Jr.
I mean, look, once a fighter, always a fighter. Look, if you're gonna attack Floyd's character, he's gonna attack you back. That's just the bottom line. It's like with me and Berlanga. If you're gonna try to attack, like with me, I'm just having fun.
Do you respect the Floyd 50-0, or is it like?
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Shabby was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire to 80-0. You go up top that? No.
Roy reminded everyone that he once lost 30 pounds just to fight heavyweight champion John Ruiz. Something Floyd never did. Yes, Floyd is undefeated with 50 wins. But Roy says that doesn't make him the greatest. He's not in my top 5. Roy said, maybe top 10 for Roy. True greatness is about who you fight and when, not just your record. Floyd hasn't responded directly, but he's been posting old videos of Roy getting knocked out, sending a clear message. Fans are now divided, with many supporting Roy.
Do you respect the Floyd 50-0, or is it like?
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Shabby was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire to 80-0.
Canelo did what he had to do to get the victory.
What do you want next? It seems like that's going to be the fight. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez, the biggest fight in boxing.
Well, Canelo's the face of boxing. He's the best fighter for Terence Crawford out there. He's the biggest fight for Terence Crawford out there. So that's why Terence Crawford want to take the opportunity to share a ring with another great.
How do you beat him?
UFC.
Come to us. Bud, Canelo, done deal. Looks like the fight is signed. What's your thoughts on this fight, man?
Man, it's a great fight for boxing. I know people don't agree with it, but if Canelo fights one inkling of the wrong fight, he gonna lose. If he comes out and fights the right fight, it'll be tough. So right now, I think it go be either way, but it depends on what type of fight Canelo fights.
You've been a guy that moved up in weight class. How do you think Terence Crawford should handle the weight? Should he come in lighter? Should he come right around the weight limit?
Come in as big as he can get. You get to the weight limit. Because there is a weight limit, get to the weight limit.
You know, it's a hard one to call. And I'm going to tell you why it's hard to call. It's a hard one to call because it'll all be predicated upon how Canelo approaches the fight. If Canelo approaches the fight like he's the man and he can box and outbox Terence Crawford, he'll get beat. If he comes out and shows that he really wants to go out and prove whether he's still the best, he might win. It all depends on which Canelo comes to the dance.
Smoke with Roy Jones Jr.
Floyd Mayweather, anybody else, damn well this shit ain't no foot. If they ever gonna fight, that's one thing that's different from Roy. That's the difference between Roy and Floyd. Roy picked these folks. Roy fought whoever the fuck goes. So, see how many you talk.
So if his fights getting knocked out, what do you think about that?
Nah, Roy's a legend. You can't come for Roy like that.
Now, who do you think was better in their prime? Roy or Floyd?
I would say Roy was better during the prime, but Floyd just
versus Floyd Mayweather beef. Now, we all know Floyd was showing the videos of Roy Jones getting knocked the hell out. And I said, where the hell did this come from? Why he do him like that? Well, it stems from Roy. We all know, well, I don't say Roy talking, but.
And now, the talk is heating up. Could this lead to an exhibition match? Maybe. But Roy wants a real fight. No games, no tricks, just gloves, lights, and legacy. 2 legends, 1 ring, 1 unfinished story. So if this fight really happens, who wins? Roy Jones Jr. or Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Drop your answer in the comments, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more big boxing drama.